Hello everyone and welcome to episode 147 of the TEW 2022 Japan Pro Wrestling series here on the channel. And it is the Autumn Attack Tour, our main event, 5-on-5, the New Japan Ultimate Warfare matchup. Very much a War Games, but as far as a little bit of a own twist with us as far as it being the only way this match is over, as far as it could be through elimination. So as far as it doesn't have to be until everybody's in the match and then whoever submits or surrenders. Instead, with this, it's pinfall, submission, or surrender. As far as elimination rules apply, and the match is only finished when there is no members left on the other team. Of course, if Designs of Perfection win, or the team of Designs of Perfection, as far as the mega group of, as far as with Designs of Perfection, with the House of Torture, or the Kingdom of Torture now, as far as the Kingdom of Torture, Designs of Perfection, Peace, Love, and War, this mega group looking to destroy New Japan, they'll at least have a chance on being able to pick the new president if they do in fact get the win. As for the House of Black side, Tyler Black is looking to, if he can get this win, as far as he won't be facing Sonata at the, as far as the Wrestle Kingdom, as far as it will be presumably somebody that Tanahashi picks. And also for him, as far as maybe potentially gets Designers of Perfection out of here, maybe, adds a little bit of dishevelness into that group, as far as maybe there's not going to be such a cohesive unit after a big-time loss like this. But he will be having his former Shield brethren and Jon Moxley on his side. He will have also Daichi Hashimoto on his side. Will be handpicked by Tanahashi as far as he wants somebody from Lion Mark to be a part of that group. And also, we will be seeing Robbie Eagles involved and Dante Martin, because we'll be seeing the Velocities on the Designers of Perfection side. We'll also be seeing the leaders of the Kingdom of Torture and Peace, Love, and War with Juice Robinson and Jay White. So that's going to be the big-ass New Japan Ultimate Warfare matchup. But that's the main event. As far as for the actual card itself, because this match is going to be such a high marquee matchup, figured it's best to just have 5 matches on the card instead of our traditional 8, because this match is going to be about the length of 3 matches, as far as when you add it all up. So figured from a time perspective, this was kind of the best case scenario. And plus it puts over, it's kind of like the match being the show, as I feel like that's going to be the biggest talking point. But there are some big-time matches on the show. I mean, the co-main event, Junior Heavyweight title on the line. Cody Umeda, for the first time, looking to challenge for the Junior Heavyweight title, taking on Lee Moriarty. And the matchup before that, New Japan Strong Openweight title matchup, Shotaro Ashino versus Will Hobbs. Hobbs, of course, just lost his never Openweight title to Ray Phoenix, and he's looking to at least maintain the New Japan Strong Openweight title here. A little follow-up of what's happening with Cody Umeda and Lee Moriarty with Diamond K versus United Empire. We're also going to have a trios matchup for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team titles on the tour. I believe that's going to be on day 3, as that's going to be, as far as with Umeda, Konosuke Takeshita, and Kenta versus Walter, Zack Sabre Jr., and Lee Moriarty. I believe this is an 8-man matchup. Might be a trios match, though. I could be wrong. Off the top of my head, I want to say it's a 8-man matchup. Then the opening contest, New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team Title matchup, Baroni Yamamura and Showtime Tanaka of Designs of Perfection taking on the team of Hiromu Takahashi and Ryu Lee, of course, being the champions, which we didn't put the little C there. There we go. But yeah, that's going to be a hell of an opportunity for Yamamura and Showtime Tanaka. And that would be, of course, Show's, hell, I think that'd be his first belts besides the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Let's just take a look. Because, yeah, I don't think, because he was the junior champ. Oh, yeah, he's GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion here in the save. So that's kind of funny as far as from that perspective. And I went over there to Pro Wrestling. No, and he was the GCW, Extreme Champion. So, yeah, that'd be his first It actually be his first belt in New Japan since 2020, since the start when he was champs with, of course, a part of Roppongi 3K with Yo. Hard to believe. It's back in a big time spot here, and to think he's the guy that was given an opportunity from Sonata to come back to New Japan, and he's looking to make the most of it here tonight on this episode, and of course, a part of Autumn Attack. The tour itself has been cut down a little bit in the past. I want to say we have ran, as far as we'll just go to last year to make this a little easier. I believe, it's usually an 8, or it's actually, it's usually a 9-show tour, which we saw Sombra and Ray Phoenix in the main event last year. This time around, it's only going to be a 6-show tour. It's going to be 5 Road 2 shows, and then the final show. Reason being, again, scheduling changes are going to be happening, so we need to kind of combat that. As far as, obviously, we'll be adding the, I think I'm going to call it the J1, the Joshi one, as far as, I think that's what we're going to go with, the women's round-robin tournament, as far as that will be happening, of course, after I was thinking it is going to be in January. I think it's going to be after Fantastica Mania, but I kind of want it to be maybe after the New Beginning tour. That might be the plan, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays, because I like starting it with the New Beginning tour. I think that's a great starting point for the actual schedule, since, Fantastica Mania is kind of more of what we do with CMLL. But, as far as that is the summary of it. We will see a new member of United Empire, which I want to make sure I add him before I forget, because I hadn't put him over here yet. But a man who is very familiar with being a part of Walter's group, and Axel Dieter Jr. as far as an incredible talent. Happy to bring him over, and obviously fits right in with what kind of we're doing with another man as far as around the world traveled technical wrestler, was of course part of as far as WXW, and his dad was in WXW, and now as far as for him to be here with Walter is great. It's kind of crazy. The Star Call is in 85. I wouldn't suspect that as far as that being that high for him. Does not he doesn't look like a star to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. What's Walter's? Oh my god, 29? The disrespect to my boy. Disrespectful pieces of shit. But, as far as that's, we're good to go now for this. We got a couple of backstage incidents. Oh my god, we have so many. We'll just kinda, so one of the young lions, Chitosi Kanada, is brought from Wrestler's Court, accused of being an hour late to pick up a signed travel partner. I'm sure it's another young lion. At the time she found him guilty and sentenced to, she found her guilty. Oh, wow, it was a woman. Yeah, I didn't know that. Fucking pronouns, pal, until I get to the second sentence. But he found her guilty and sentenced to pay for travel partner meals for the next 3 shows. Ishii passing on the microphone work to Tomoya Tom Ford. Hiromu's passing on selling tips to Ichihara Machizuki. Same thing here. Oh, actually, microphone work for Ashi Kai, which I believe we're going to change his name. I believe that's the case there. I do like the Kai last name, though. And Sanada and Kenji Shiga, as far as she's passing on psychology tips to Kenji Shiga. Bull Nakano passing on microphone work to Mari Akamoto. Bull Nakano passing on psychology tips to Asako Yakusuji. And then Nakamura passing on ring psychology to Takuya Komani. As, there we go. We are finished with that. So we have a big-ass 10-man tag to open up the tour. Since we're having a Ultimate Warfare match, I figured a traditional 10-man tag would be a lot of fun to do. Cody Ameda is going to beat Alexander here, and Diamond K getting the win over United Empire. Co-main event, Sonata and Jay White teaming up to take on Tyler Black and Dante Martin, as Jay White's going to beat Dante Martin. Will that be the fate for Dante Martin at the New Japan Warfare matchup? As then we're also going to have Baroni Yamamura and Showtime Tanaka get their first win as a team, beating Kota Ibushi here and Fuminori Abe. A fun team here with Ibushi and Abe, but obviously Ibushi's not in his prime anymore, unfortunately. But that's going to be a pretty good little matchup. So the Steel of Show matchup, Sari and Saya Kamatani. Sari going to get the win there in 10 minutes. Then the the Techno Masterclass matchup rather is Hayato Jr. Fujita and Logan McQueen, which they had a match like 6 years ago on New Japan Strong. Yeah, almost 6 years ago, 5 years ago. But and Hayato Jr. Fujita won that matchup. Here again, doing the rematch, a long time coming. But Logan McQueen, of course, is in a much different place than he was pre-leaving to go around the world there, as far as for Logan McQueen. And for a bit of a mixed mosh of a tag matchup here, as far as like a Young Lion tag match with one on each side. Junta Miyawaki and Isaki Kawajiri taking on Kuma Emeya and Ryohei Oiwa as a part of the new wave of strong style, as Junta Miyawaki, though, gets the win over Kuma Emeya, mainly because Oiwa just gets pissed and starts beating him up. Oh, great. Kawajiri can't be used. Looks like it's another Young Lion that we will be using. Yeah, we got so many Young Lions now. They've been coming out left and right. I think we're just going to use Masaki Fukuzawa. That'll work. Or actually, yeah, we'll just use Ryoto Machizuki and Oiwa. And then, as far as... we'll have Takato on this side, since I know I want to use him in the future. His brother is super talented. So sorry, Kumameya. Losing out on the spot here, and then we'll have Machizuki beat Takato. Perfect. A little changing it up a little bit, and we'll give it more time now. Hopefully 12 minutes. Actually, might be a little too much. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty, so yeah, we just gotta pick a venue, which for the final show, it will be in Kanto. So we'll go ahead and try not to run there. Ishikawa Sports Center it is for day one. Here we go. As, yeah, not a bad little matchup here. 63 for the Young Lion tag match. Oiwa Machizuki beating Miyawaki and Moroka Takato. Machizuki pins him in 10 minutes. There's Hayato Jr. Fujita losing to the Grave Walker from Logan McQueen. Decent little matchup here. Yeah, 70, 67, 63 for both guys. Not too bad. Another 70 here for Suri and Sayaka Matani. A dropkick for 3. We gotta change our finishers. 81 for Bernie Yamamura and Showtime Tanaka's show with the Dragon Sleeper on Dakota Ibushi. How about that? As, yeah, because, again, he was a part of the Dragon's Den at one point. He kind of bounced around a couple of different places. But, yeah, we'll have to... I mean, I guess we'll probably rename this to something... I was going to call it the Final Cut, but that's an actual... Obviously, maybe the last act. Man. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess that can work. Sure. But yeah, good little matchup. Yeah, Showtime Tanaka outperformed Kota Ibushi, I figured so, and Yamamura beats Abe in performance. So yeah, I mean, had the right team won. Technically, it was a tie, but good shit nonetheless. Jay White and Jay White and Sonata rather beating Dante Martin and Tyler Black. Jay White, not great here. He was really off his game, so kind of wish he didn't get the pinfall, but Sonata looked great. Best guy in the match. It's good shit, yeah. Ghetto with Jay White, of course. Nana, of course, with, as far as being a part of the House of Black, and even kind of having his little mini embassy being built up with Queen Amamata and Shane Strickland. But, yeah, it was good stuff. Good stuff there. 84-87 for the 10-man tag. Umeda with the win with Fisherman Buster in 22-52. It's a good match. Good main event. Umeda, 79's looked like it was the best for that side, for Diamond K. But Zack Sabre Jr., best guy in the matchup overall with an 84. Good shit. Yeah, just Alexander is the worst guy in the match. Tough. Yeah, 85 main event. Or 85 for the overall rating. 87 for the main event. Can't beat that. Nice little start to the tour. It's on to day 2. We go. Alrighty, day 2. As we'll go ahead and pick our venue. We'll just keep on going down the line. Hiroshima Green Arena is be about 700 shy of a sellout, but that's okay. We will deal with that. Yeah, because it's better than having 3,000 on hand. So, for this night, big main event is probably going to be the Designs of Perfection. Actually, no, that's definitely not going to be the main event. Fun match, though. Showtime Tanaka getting the win over Demonic Bomba, so a big win there for him. Beating a team like the Bomb Squad in a trios matchup. But this is a incredible match here. Ricochet and El Hijo del Airman versus the Lucha Brothers. Yeah, I mean, this match would fucking rule. Set for Steal the Show. I really want it to be the main event. Honestly, I think we might as well, because there's nothing topping that. That match rules. Garcia and O'Reilly, though, versus Okan and Yoshiki Inamura. This is the Technical Masterclass matchup, as the Dragon's Den's going to get the win in that affair. Young Lioness matchup, as Julia beating Isako Yakushuji. So, of course, Julia getting the win in that one. Stretchers of Strong Style versus Icharu Machizuki and Isaki Kawajiri, which, of course, we know Kawajiri will be out. So we'll put Kuma Yamea in this, so at least he gets a matchup on this tour. There we go. But yeah, obviously the Stretchers of Strong Style are going to get that win. And let's try and give it more time as well. Perfect. 9 minutes works for me. Then Suzuki-gun versus Will Hobbs and Evil. As, of course, building up to the Shino-Hobbs match. Shino's going to beat Hobbs here, which is going to basically catapult him right to the front of the line. As far as from that regard, honestly, we'll have that be the co-main. It's not great, but it's a bit of a change of pace here this night, after night one. But as far as that main event, does rule. So it should hopefully be a good show, as Iwasaki and Takeshi Masada getting the win over Kumiyameya and Machizuki, which actually, Kumiyameya with a 31, that's actually not too bad. And, of course, the Iwasaki Masada team could have the excellent chemistry. Elbow Lariat from Iwasaki, that's kind of crazy. Just a flying, or is it just a running elbow? Assuming that's what that basically would be. As Julia beating the Young Lioness and Isako Yakushuchi with a diving crossbody in 10:30. And with a 70. Good stuff there. Yoshiki Inamura and the Great Okan losing to Garcia and O'Reilly, even though they're giving up some weight here. Big win for O'Reilly and Garcia, especially for Daniel Garcia getting one with the Dragon Sleeper over Yoshiki Inamura, who was the worst guy in the matchup. Yeah, pretty much not even close there. Designs of Perfection beating the Bomb Squad, and what a win too, as Showtime Tanaka with another Dragon Sleeper. And Showtime Tanaka and Burberry Baba, worst guys in the match. Showtime Tanaka was really off his game though. But Baroni Yamamura, though, outperformed Samurai del Sol. But yeah, the wrong team probably won there. But it gets a huge win, though, nonetheless. For Designs of Perfection, 81 here for Suzuki-gun and Hobbs and Evil as Ashino getting the win with the ankle lock over. Will Hobbs beats the champ here. Will he do it again on the final tour date? We shall see. Crazy this was capped at an 80, but I guess at the same time, maybe it would have just spit out an 80. But yeah, Pentagon Jr. Ray Phoenix beating El Hijo del Airbender and Ricochet. The Meteor from Ray Phoenix over El Hijo del Airbender. But yeah, this is basically a sprint for 12 minutes. This match would fucking roll, though. I want those guys to do the craziest shit that they can. Because I don't know if we'll do that on a major show or anything. We probably should. But at least in this type of, 12-minute, all out, just fucking go nuts. Just have the match of a lifetime if you can. All the flips, all the shit. Have a blast out there. But yeah, that's day 2. As on to day 3. There you go. Alrighty, day 3. As we're back to more backstage incidents. As Tanahashi passing on selling tips to Yoshino Ichigawa. Kojima passing on microphone work to Yado Tamura. Bull Nakano passing on psychology tips to Mari Akamoto. And same thing here for Isako Yakushuchi. So our main event is that Never Openweight 6-man tag team title matchup. And they will retain. And Lee Moriarty is going to beat Kenta in that one. So as far as the double champ keeps the belts for his team, should be a good little main event. Baron Yamamura and Showtime Tanaka beating the team of Bushi and SB Kento. Yeah, this is the other show matchup with Showtime Tanaka getting another win. Actually, he's been getting so many wins building up to this. Let's give Yamamura one. Plus, he's been the better guy anyways of the team. Ashley Flair versus Naruto, rather, as far as, we used some of the pictures they had in the picture pack, because, again, it's kind of hard to I guess because there's not, like, what we use, of course, is from, like, an FM thing, so it's not like the picture packs we use for the generated young lions. We can't really do with the young lionesses, so we kind of just had to use what we had in the pack there. Desmond Xavier, and my god, we keep on wanting to have Machizuki have matches on this tour. Let's see here. Again, it's like we're lining them all up against the fucking wall and just picking one at this rate. Hiroshi Kai. That'll work. Haven't used him in a couple of months. Just last month, rather. Yeah, some of them we still haven't given pictures. We've been kind of slacking on that. Yeah, so many new ones coming in. Yeah, we'll still keep Kai in there. But Desmond Xavier now is, as far as he's gained enough popularity to not be an unimportant figure anymore, which is great. But Daichi Hashimoto and Tyler Black against Juice Robinson and Sonata. So we'll see how the team does here against the team of Juice and Sonata. And Hashimoto gets the win for Juice Robinson, maybe proving that, hey, Tyler Black can trust him to get this win here. That's going to be the co-main. And then McGavin and Kosai Fujita's the technical masterclass matchup here with Fujita beating Gav McGavin. So Diamond K guy gets the win, at least on this card. Not too bad there. So yeah, the back-to-back, or actually 3 singles matches in a row, which is a rarity, of course, for these tour shows, but we'll make it work. Man, as far as, yeah, I always forget Hokuto doesn't have anything that's like 4,000. Jump to Kyushu. We'll save Osaka for the final day if we can. Perfect. Hiroshima Arena. And Desmond Xavier and Ryoshi Kai. Xavier gets the win at 940. Get another guy we're going to give his fucking finishers to. 48 here for Ashley Flair and Ai Narado. My god. She almost got outperformed by the young lioness. To show you that Ashley Flair is over the hill. That's a great representation there. Brutal. 65 then for McGavin and Kosai Fujita, which McGavin was the better guy. I figured that was going to happen, but the A1 driver for Kosai Fujita, what a win. For him, a 75 for Baroni Yamamura and Showtime Tanaka, beating SB Kento and Bushi, which again, Showtime Tanaka being off his game. I hate to see that, but Bushi with a 57 as well. Of course, he's up there in age. He's finally getting to the point where he's not performing as well as he, as far as what the kind of standard is of the company. Took him long enough. That one 88 though for Tyler Black and Daichi Hashimoto against Sonata and Juice Robinson. Hashimoto pinning Juice Robinson, dumping him on his goddamn head. Hell of a match. And the main event is an 80. Capped right on an 80. It's pretty tough. I mean, really, everybody did pretty well but Kenta, but at the same time, obviously, this was on the final show. This would have been way better. But again, we already had the junior heavyweight title matchup booked, so kind of had to make do with this. Good match, though, and that's their second defense, too, for the Never Weight 6-man tag team titles, rather, as I was reading already, the Tiger Driver 18 from Lee Moriarty getting the win over Kenta. So far, day one has been the best, but obviously this was kind of switched with the title matchup. This probably would have been at least an 86, maybe even higher, maybe an 87, but yeah, day 3 in the books. We just got 2 more Road 2 days left, and then the final show. Yeah, on to day 4 we go. Alrighty, day 4, as we have more backstage incidents. Who would have thought? As Domi Okamura was fought for the Wrestler's Court, accused of not joining the Wrestle Locker Room for a night out. The judge, Hiroshi Tanahashi, found guilty and sentenced to buy drinks after the show. Again, young lioness probably getting paid $20 a shot. Probably not a good call there. As Kenta passing on psychology tips to Masaki Fukuzawa. And then AJ Styles passing on tips on microphone work to Hook, which just fucking rules. So yeah, Axel and Walter against Konosuke Takeshita and Kosai Fujita. That's the Technical Masterclass matchup. The debuting Segeo Tachiban as part of Designs of Perfection. Basically, he's coming in with a movie gimmick as well. Basically, the idea he's being brought in due to being an extra in one of Sonata's movies, or maybe not even an extra. Maybe literally just a guy that's in like the supporting cast with the main cast. And now, kind of the idea of what Joshi Idol's, kind of that same idea, at least ideology of that, with this gimmick. Because if you I mean, he just fits right in. He just fits right in for what Designs of Perfection are all about. He's going to get the win, too. He's going to beat Christian Casanova in that one. As, oh, yeah, we didn't even, we modified instead of adding to the booking sheet. Also, we're going to have the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions against Dante and Darius Martin and Robbie Eagles of the House of Black. And, of course, Logan McQueen as well. He's going to get the win, too, over Darius Martin. Win there for the Designers of Perfection again. So that's 2 straight wins. Keisuke Okuda beating the Young Lion and Osamu Nojima. Suzuki-gun and Dragon's Den as Hayato Tamura and Kyle O'Reilly against Rex Steiner and Takanori Ito. As Hayato Tamura is going to beat Rex Steiner. So nice win there for the Dragon's Den team. Bomb Squad versus Designers of Perfection. Again, this is Showtime, Baroni Yamamura, and Tomoya Tom Ford. So they finally lose here with, obviously, the fucking team of Rush, Ryu Lee, and Hiromu's beating that team. But yeah, that's a hell of a trios match, actually. And then the technical masterclass match, of course, Falter and Axel Ieta Jr. against Diamond K of Konosuke Takeshita and Kosai Fujita. Should be a good matchup, though. Should be a pretty good matchup. But yeah, this is the opener. We'll swap this with that. Perfect. This, honestly, yeah, well, I wouldn't say it could be the main event, but it's going to be a pretty good matchup. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, but now we just got to, yeah, I think we'll run Shigoku. Actually, then we'll probably run Toku, as far as that's probably for the best. We'll leave Shigoku for the next tour, because, yeah, we'll run Kansai next, and then, yeah, we'll nail that. Perfect. Oof. 48. Even with the great chemistry. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, just Keisuke Okuda not over enough. But he gets the one with the PK, though, at 940. As far as Volter and Axel Dieter, yeah, this just kind of stunk. Yeah, Volter's not really great in tactical masterclass matches, which again is so fucking weird, but the Regalplex, too, for Axel, as he gets the win over Kosai Fujita. He at least outperformed him, so that's nice. Yeah, actually kind of brutal way to kick off the show. Designs of Perfection and House of Black as Logan McQueen pinning Darius Martin, the Grave Walker. And again, Logan McQueen getting wins this tour has been great for him. Velocities did well, Dante did well. Rob Eagles also, not so bad. Almost there, almost in the 70s. Got the crowd buzzing too. For our next matchup, as 2 teams with one with excellent, one with great chemistry here. Tamura with the face lock over Rex Steiner, which Rex, it's again, he would be just fantastic in New Japan, but he just kind of got fucked in this mod. Unfortunate. 84 for the trios match of the Bond Squad against Designs Perfection. They get the win here. Roosh pinning Tomoya Tom Ford with the La Lanza. Great shit there. 82s for both Ryu Lee and Roosh. 88 for Hiromu. Hell of a trio. And our main event, Sonata in the debuting. Seigo Tachibana taking on taking on Christian Casanova and Tyler Black. Yeah, 58 for your debut is not great, but he went with a running elbow, so at least he gets the win there. And yeah, as far as for him, I think that, again, Designs Perfection getting bigger and bigger. So is United Empire, though, getting bigger and bigger this tour. So, a couple of debuts, not bad. Not bad at all. Just wish it was a better matchup, but I would say Axel's, as far as who probably had the better debut, obviously I'd say Tachibana since he won in the main event, but I think Axel will do pretty well for himself. He's just going to get his bearings a little bit. But yeah, now on to the last Road 2 show, then we'll be at the final show, and we'll see the New Japan Warfare matchup. Alrighty, our final tour show is, a couple of backstage incidents. Matsuki Inoue, Rafa Russell's court, accused of money about stuff all the time, bumping out herself, being a Debbie Downer, as the judge Hiroshi Tana actually found her guilty, and sentenced her shut up or cheer up and buy drinks after the show. Possibly been back for her, and then Kojima passing on microphone work to Tamura. Alrighty, so our main event, bit of a dream team of Tyler Black, Daichi Hashimoto, and Jon Moxley. Hashimoto playing the role of Roman Reigns. But this is going to be a draw. Double count out, basically them brawling through the arena to build up to the Ultimate Warfare matchup in a cage. Between those, I mean, this is going to be matchup with a lot of implications for sure. As far as Coughlin Connors and Task Force Death, Pac and Shota Umino. Pac's going to get the win here. I think it's the first time they've teamed Shota Umino and Pac in this. 8-man, Diamond K, United Empires are basically taking the two multi-man matches, or the multi-man match of the Junior Heavyweight title matchup, and putting them into one here for this 8-man tag. Kato Crusher is going to beat Makabe, so win for Diamond K. As they're also going to see Tachibana taking on Jimmy Toretto. That's going to be, of course, Young Lion matchup. The Prehistoric Barbarians, Peace Love War, taking on Rush in Kuroshio as part of the Bomb Squad. Of course, the Bomb Squad, I don't know about all that. With Rush losing, he is not involved in the finish, but I still just feel weird about it. We'll keep it, but I don't know. I don't know about all that. And then Saki Akai and Saletta taking on the Triple Talent Tandem team of Karyojo and Konami. I think we're going to go Karyojo here, beating Akai. That's the Tactical Masterclass matchup, a little Joshi tag. We'll just swap that. And yeah, that's the steal of the show, so we'll put that as the co-main. Perfect, alrighty. So yeah, as far as, again, I'm feeling pretty good about what our final show is going to look like. It is going to be weird not running as many matches as we usually do, but again, that main event's going to be like an hour long. If that, it really depends again how long the eliminations are going to last and all that fun jazz. But yeah, as far as we're good to go for this, let's run it. Boy, oh boy, Jimmy Toretto stinks. But as far as Tachibana, 60 though. As far as actually, pretty good for him. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And 74 for Rushin Kuroshio against the Prehistoric Barbarians, which, yeah, Cavanero at least outperformed Kuroshio, but man, ooh, getting the win. He was the worst guy in the match. Tough break. 65 for Saki Akai and Saletta against Konami and Karyojo. As Ojo with a spear gets the win in 20 minutes there. 78 for Coughlin and Connors against Pac and Shota Umino. As Pac getting the win with the Shooting Star Senton in 10:30. Pac, best guy in the match, no surprise. Coughlin with a 73 there. Yeah, I mean, good little matchup. And the 8-man with a 76. It's the Argentina backbreaker for Kato Crusher over Daniel Makabe. As far as Diamond K, Kota Yamada and Konosuke Takeshita in the 80s. Saxby Jr. with an 83. Lee Moriarty, or second best guy on his side. That's crazy. Shows you how much he's improved and worked on throughout the years now. Oh my god, the double count out. Did not go well. I forgot you have to just call it a draw and not pick a finish. Pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Actually lost popularity because of that. Gotta love it. Got to love that. Well, that's a hell of a way to end out the tour. And yeah, on to the final show we go. Alrighty, the 2028 Autumn Attack Show. Sold out crowd. 100,000 people on hand at the Antonio Inoki Super Arena for this one, as we do in fact see the New Japan Strong Openweight Champs retain here as Ryuya and Hiromu beat Baroni Yamamura and Showtime Tanaka. So they fall short, but as far as obviously still the job, a lot left on the table for Designs of Perfection. So not the end of the world, but definitely a slow start that they did not want. Diamond K losing to United Empire here in the trios matchup, as Zack Sabre Jr., Volter, and Daniel Makabe beating Konosuke Takeshita, Kato Crusher, and Katsuhiko Nakajima, as Volter gets the win with the Golden Bomb. Again, we need a steal the show matchup. Felt like this was the best case scenario for that, and yeah, I mean, it could have been a lot better, obviously, had it not been capped in an 80, but hands are tied. A 90 for Shotaro Ashino and Will Hobbs. What a win for Will Hobbs, though. Retains his belt, but man, Ashino with a 92. Great performance. Gets him up for the rack and wins it and makes his 5th defense a successful one. What a win for Will Hobbs, and what a matchup. As our co-main event, Junior Heavyweight title matchup, we do have a new champion, as Kota Yamada beats Lee Moriarty, winning his first singles championship in New Japan with that win, beating Lee Moriarty. As our Ultimate Warfare at the 95, first of all, that's awesome. So, you see here, that Sonata, Jude London, Paris De Silva, Jay White, and Juice do in fact beat the House of Black team with Jon Moxley and Daichi Hashimoto. So what this comes down to is Sonata and Tyler Black are actually the guys who start this off. Of course, the heels get the coin toss. London comes out next, and then 2 minutes comes by, and it's done, and it's actually Robbie Eagles. So it just kind of goes in order of what you see here, pretty much, except for Moxley and Hashimoto is switched. But it comes down to 3-on-3. The first elimination is actually Dante Martin, when it's still 3-on-3. Dante is attacked from behind from Jay White, as as far as trying to get a one-uppance, as far as they're cheating, they're trying to do anything they can. So as far as he's attacking Dante before he gets into the cage, once they throw him in there, as far as it looks like, again, it's 3-on-2 now, but then as far as Rob Eagles and Tyler Black, they're looking at Dante's, as far as basically dead carcass, trying to help him up. Rob Eagles sidesteps to get out of the way for a 3-on-1, and then now Rob Eagles starts putting the boots to both Dante and Tyler Black, as Dante gets eliminated and Robbie Eagles surrenders, has joined the group. Unreal. Stuck the knife right in Tyler Black, and the Moxley comes in and is basically Daichi Hashimoto comes in and is a house of fire. It's 3-on-2, but he makes it down to, it turns into 4-on-2, and then he comes in and as far as makes some waves as far as going through and gets one of the velocities eliminated, and in comes, as far as with Juice, but Juice doesn't even make it into the match, because Moxley does a fucking Death Rider off the stage, sending Juice around. So he's still on the stage area, but he sends Juice to the floor, and he is out of the matchup. He never even comes in. So it swings the match a little bit to where now it's back to at least 3-on-3. Eventually it comes down with the final two men being Sonata and Jay White, and then Tyler Black and Daichi Hashimoto, as far as Moxley ends up getting out of there. As far as Hashimoto gets eliminated next, and it's 2-on-1, and then as far as Tyler Black eliminates White, so it's down to Sonata and Tyler Black. But as Dante, Rob Eagles, because he has not officially yet surrendered, he's actually still in the match, and it turns into, again, 2-on-1 as he comes back into the warfare, because he never technically surrendered. So he just left the match, just said, fuck it, as far as the flipping off maybe the crowd and playing up to that, because I'm assuming, obviously, people do not want to see this mega group of assholes try and take over New Japan, but it ends up just being too much. Obviously, the switch, it basically having to try and come back to Tyler Black, but he ends up falling short, unfortunately for him, and Sonata ends up getting the win after a pulse drop moonsault from Rob Eagles and Sonata, and it is a winner. Down goes Tanahashi as the president, as we are ushered in by, first, the new Junior Heavyweight Champion, Cody Umeda, for the post-show press conferences, as they are ecstatic. Cody Umeda, talking about winning his first singles title. It's only up from here. He's, he's been eyeing this Junior Heavyweight title to try and maybe potentially elevate into an heavyweight title status. He's eyeing maybe potentially holding the belt until the anniversary show, to where he can win the matchup against the heavyweight champion and get the heavyweight title that way. As far as that is his plan, we'll see if he can pull it off. Still got a ways to go. And then, of course, with the group, They're just being dubbed the group at this point. And it's ecstatic. You hear the na na na. Hey, goodbye. Has a police sonata with the newest member in Robbie Eagles. And as far as for Sonata explaining, there was never a doubt that he had this match in the bag. Because he knew when he needed him the most, he can call on Robbie Eagles. Because he was not offered money. He wasn't offered even a better opportunity. He was offered a brothership of his own group. The Aussies are here and making a big time splash. And he saw what the Velocities were able to do, what hopefully Logan McQueen's able to do in the future, and he wants to be a part of that. Saw that maybe potentially the ceiling had been reached in the House of Black. He knew that this group was the future and is going to be the present. So after I beat Tyler Black at a Sonata production, New Japan, if you don't give us the company, we're closing the doors down. It's only going to be the Sonata Wrestling Group. And whatever we come up with from a name perspective of our new federation, that's what's going to be the new promotion in Japan. What will bring in the new decade of the 2030s. What will be the standard bearer of professional wrestling in not only Japan, but around the world. It will be the death of New Japan, because sometimes to kill something you need to be rebirthed in a new image and a new likeness. And I think we have the talent, we have the mindset, and we have the will to make that happen. And that's going to start when I beat Tyler Black, like I did tonight, for the IWGP Heavyweight title. So, it has been laid out. Tanahashi's gone. They get their wish. They get their own promotional event. We'll see the Tyler Black Sonata matchup for the IWGP Heavyweight title earlier than what we would be at Wrestle Kingdom, not this year. Now, gonna be at a Sonata wrestling production. Boy, oh boy. Very pleased that show went as well as it did. I was very, very nervous with it being like a 55-minute matchup, but it did exactly what I wanted. Perfect. A lot of cool shit, though. And no Juice Robinson, a part of that post-show press conference, was really putting over that he took an insane bump. You know, as far as a Death Rider off the stage, threw some tables to the floor. We even had him take a stunt bump, which even then, maybe even a stunt bump might be a little too generous for that. But, yeah, I mean, as far as the turn for Robbie Eagles, sticking the knife in him, very much, there's a lot of good war games that have done that, or even just kind of matches of that kind of equation. You think of Bryan Danielson in the Ring of Honor CZW, Cage of Death, little war games match. As far as, obviously, with Kurt Hennig and the Horsemen, there's it's a pivotal moment, stuff like that, and especially, again, these baby faces, they fought hard. They had to come back down the coin toss and then down a man. They still just about got the goddamn job done. Just wasn't enough in the end, but both Tyler Black and Sonata having the last 40 to 45 minutes. Tough. But what a show. Very, very pleased with that. We'll put over the champ and the challenger, and trying to think who else. I mean, Cody made, honestly, big night for him. And that will do it, though, for this episode. As now, though, we will be shifting back into basically going around the world again. We got the Royal Quest Tour. Then we're going to do the Sonata event. Then Power Struggle. Then, Wrestle Grand Slam. And then ending out the year with the Tag League. And then we'll be at Wrestle Kingdom. And what an event that is now going to be turned into. I mean, hell, we might even get a Wrestle Kingdom. Sonata might just say, fuck it, I'm not going. You can have your Wrestle Kingdom without the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. But yeah, that's, because, yeah, Royal Quest will be next. We'll probably add the Sonata event as far as I'm thinking. I was thinking late October, but we'll see. Yeah, I wanted to do it before the Power Struggle Tour. But yeah, I mean, as far as we might even just do only one Wrestle Grand Slam show. Just do one in the Tokyo Dome, because again, with the schedule kind of changing a little bit, I think that's going to be for the best. But yeah, that is the plan. As far as we will catch you guys there for Royal Quest. Take care, everyone.